we're going to win. And we're going to win a championship. Otherwise, why are we doing it?
What's going on, Cowboys Nation? Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of StarChasers, Girls Talk Ball. As you guys already know, it's your girl, Craven Cowboys. As always, I got my sister in the building, Star Remy. How you doing tonight, sis?
What's up, guys? Personally, doing good. When it comes to the Cowboys, I mean, it just kind of is what it is. I think, I knew that this could have been, going to be a tough game. I tweeted out, I was like, when you have our secondary issues, like Caleb Williams is going to have a field day, and the film is out. So they're just going to keep testing it. Like, they're just going to continue to just throw it up and keep testing it. And clearly, our defense we have given up the most explosive plays over the last 3 weeks. Like, we're the only defense where there's no one
have career days.
There's no one close to the receiver.
Man,
wide open passes, wide open touchdowns. Like, Caleb Williams could have literally put up 500 yards on our head. He missed a lot of passes that were wide open. Like, we're at the point where it's like, that's why I said it's the time to hit the panic button. But it's like, I almost feel like we have so many holes. Like, how are you gonna fix all these holes? Like, you don't got no pass rush. Now you got Jadeveon Clowney, but we already know what Jadeveon Clowney is. He ain't coming to save the day.
Right.
He gonna help, but he's not a double-digit sack guy. So okay.
Yeah. And our help that did come in, Kenny Clark was kind of nicked up during the game when he went down.
Kenny Clark's nicked up.
No way.
Diggs. I'm personally for Diggs being shut down for like a month. It's clear he is not ready. He's not ready to be out there. And at this point, it's just more. This is 2 weeks in a row. We had to remove him from the number one wide receiver because he can't do it. Then he got hurt. So he had to sit out. Once he made a tackle on, I think it was Monangai, he's out. Yeah. I'm like, at this point, we need to just sit him down because he's not helping us. There's no reason to have him on the field if he's not going to help you. And it's clear teams don't give an F about his all-pro. They don't give an F of what he used to be. They are targeting him. They're targeting him more than they're targeting Elam, more than they're targeting Brady Stewart. Like, Diggs is the mouse in the house at this point. And it's not his fault. He's not.
Brady Stewart is coming downhill. He's making those tackles around the line of scrimmage, but like you mentioned in coverage, it's just like you see who's getting burnt. Who was that? Number 7, and it's just like wow. Like and Hooker as well. We talked about last week. Talk about the safeties having problems, these big plays, and look who's right around it, Hooker. And I'm like, what's going on in the end zone? The tight end. We talked about our last show. Who's going to be covering these tight ends? We talked about it, sis.
We talked about it. We said who's going to cover them. Hooker, Dono Steele,
Man.
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
it's a mess. It's a total mess back there, and you know,
It's bad.
Dak
Bad.
Dak did throw 2 picks today, but one was Pickett's drop right in
Not
his
getting his hands
hands.
around the
And then
ball. I
Pickens
mean,
want to crash out, but it's like, bro, just catch the damn ball.
thank you.
Because
Thank you.
you
Get your
catch
hands
the
up. Get your hands open.
if
Like,
you
really?
he caught tried to catch, like what are you
Right.
doing? Put your
Right.
hands
I
out
don't
and catch the
understand.
ball. So it's like you did that.
Man.
Once Pickens
Yeah.
dropped that ball, the game was over.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, the game's over.
Absolutely.
And so that
Absolutely.
last pick that Dak threw, that was just a desperation throw. It was nobody else. It was nobody open on the crosser. They ran the mesh. It was nobody open. Dak
Yeah.
was like, well, I'm gonna just have to try to throw it to Topper, see if he can catch it.
Right. And I just kept, I don't know if it was play calling. I wasn't crazy about the play calling, but it's like they kept calling that same tight end check down. It was like the only play they had ready in the playbook.
What it
I'm like,
was,
what's going on?
it was that blitz. So Dennis Allen was running some special blitz where he kept bringing all these people to the line, and so it was basically they're playing a cat and mouse game for Dak. So it's like sometimes they're bringing pressure, sometimes not, and so
Okay.
Dak just when he saw that look, he immediately checked it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he immediately checked it down. So that was the issue with that because I think Brady and them were talking about it. It was like sometimes they weren't bringing it, but Dak automatically, he's predetermining. I need to get this ball out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
one happened right after Guyton got the guy just blew right past him.
He tried to go at him with his shoulder. That one tried to get on his shoulder.
Guyton didn't even get set. So that guy just tried to throw. Guyton didn't get set, so the guy just ran right past him and got a sack. I mean, and this was a game where we had to start off this game. This is what I was saying, sis. We're now in a predicament where our offense has to be in shootouts every week. And then not to mention our number one wide receiver going down because we're running outside zone with him. Why are we running an outside zone play with him? We don't need to do that this year. Our running game was working. We didn't need to do that this year with CeeDee, and now he's hurt. And so now we're praying.
That's the last thing we do it.
Right. Out for a couple weeks. But if he's out for a couple weeks.
And you saw just a switch in within one game, when it's not like having CeeDee Lamb out there with that. You know what I mean?
It's very dark because you're dealing with Pickett, who's good, but he's got to work on his maturity level.
Yeah, and he can turn like at any second. He can either have to flip, and he's not sure how you're going to react. You know how his future play, how his effort is going to be. We even brought that in the last show. You know, is Pickett's effort really what they talk about? You know what I'm saying? Shotty keeps saying, "Oh, we're not worried about this guy. We're not worried about his effort. We're not worried about Dono. You know what I'm saying? We're not worried about our safety room. We're not worried about this."
Right, but it's like, but who are you worried about?
Thank you. And even look, I'm sorry, and even Dak, I love Dak, but even when he got blown up, I think when he got sacked, he was still coming to the sideline, dapping up the O-line. I'm like, look, we saw Jalen Hurts. At least for me, I was watching a Philly game. Hurts came over and was talking to his guys that sometimes was missing plays. I want to see that from Dak sometimes. I want to see Dak go to his O-line and say, hey, what was that on that last play? You know, what happened? You know, go to steal, like, hey, why are you keep getting blown in my lap? You know what I'm saying? Why do you keep getting pushed back? Like, how come you're not making these plays? It just sometimes it's like, at least for me, I want to see that fierceness. I want to see, are you holding your guys that are in front of you? Are you holding them accountable?
I don't see the sideline accountability, and that's what we always are concerned about. Like, why is there, where is the sideline accountability?
Yeah, man.
It can't always be nice. I don't even see sideline accountability from Shotty.
Right.
I didn't see Shotty when the defense was just giving up plays. I didn't see Shotty spaz out.
Right.
I didn't see.
I didn't see him talking to Flus. What's going on here? I didn't see them having a meeting in their minds. Like, hey, I mean, they're actually, and we mentioned that with McCarthy and Quinn. You know, okay, we'll put up in the box, and maybe that could be this fair.
Right, but y'all right next to each other.
Like, come on, like, it's just like, and that's what it's meant to be. You're supposed to have that camaraderie, you're supposed to have that chemistry. You guys talk about culture, pushing each other, challenging each other. Competition. It can be between the coaches as well.
I saw Flus and Malik Hooker arguing. I don't know what they was arguing about, but
Right. And they're supposed to be his guy.
They're supposed to be
He knows the
defense.
defense.
It's like this defense is cooked.
Yeah.
Like this defense is cooked, guys. Like I really don't know.
It's done.
I have no idea because we ran
on air out there, and I'm like, I'm just like, look at
we ran the ball good today too. Like this was a perfect game, but it's like the thing is you can't maintain that style of play when your defense is not getting off the field and they're giving up big after big play. Like the reason why we couldn't stick with the run game in the second half is because the defense literally let the Bears drain the clock out in the third quarter, all on runs. And then they went
for crazy. We were actually winning time in position. We were winning time in possession in the beginning.
I'm gonna pull up the stats, but bro.
Yeah, this was definitely disappointing. It's just like at least for me as the game went on, it was just it just seemed like the guys just didn't know what was happening. They was out in the field just.
They looked totally confused. Like the defense, like we have no idea what the hell we are supposed to be doing. So when you look at, you make Caleb Williams look like a god.
Oh my gosh!
And like, Caleb Williams, now he's an upcoming young quarterback, but no, he's not. He's not nowhere near on no damn god tier. This is exactly how we made Jordan Love look. But look at the Browns and the Jordan Love today.
Talk about it, please. Oh my gosh!
It's like why does everybody always have to look other world? Like I bet you watch the Chiefs. Go and watch Russell Wilson tonight versus the Chiefs, and I bet you Russell Wilson will have a 23 QBR just like he did before he played us. I bet you he will. Mm-hmm. We make every average losing team look like they are the best team in the NFL. This is going on for 2 seasons, actually 3. No, not 3, because in 2023 we were at least beating the bad teams. Now we're not even beating the bad teams. So this is going on for 2 years now. We can't even stop the bad teams. When I'm looking at but yeah, this is what's the name? We were killing in the run game.
Yeah. I think we were averaging 6 yards a pop. I think it was in the first half.
Devontae Williams was averaging 7.6 yards a carry. We were killing. Miles Sanders, I'm sick of his ass. But even he was averaging good. I'm still tired of Miles Sanders. I need him off my field. And it's clear, Shotty, you are trying to do a tandem. So that means trade for RB1. Hashtag trade for RB1 because you are trying to run a tandem. Because I was like, why is Sanders getting so many carries today? It's clear that Shotty wants to run a tandem. Sanders is not it. I know he was averaging 4.6. Now, y'all want to talk about Williams being because of offensive line? No, Sanders is because of offensive line because his vision is tight. It says Dak has to get in the face of Guyton. Yeah. You know, you definitely want to see when your O-line is, but I also get both sides because it's not like your O-line was doing bad all game. They were actually doing pretty good. Yeah. Like they weren't giving up no sacks. Like up into the deep third, they had only given up 5 pressures all game. So it's kind of now if your O-line is getting their ass killed out there, then that's when like we saw Troy Aikman rip a new one. I'm gonna rip y'all a new one. But when still gave up 1 sack, Guyton gave up 1 sack. When that at the end of the game, when they are teeing off on us because they know we gotta pass, it's like, does Dak really need to go off on his guys because of that? I don't know. Jalen Hurts went off on his offensive coordinator because he had negative yardage in the first half, but clearly they changed some shit up. He started throwing the ball downfield to A.J. Brown. They win the game. Coincidence. So I feel like you kind of got to pick your poison. But what I want to see is accountability today on the defense. Because we were moving the ball up and down the field, but having to settle for field goals. But it's, again, You have to be able to win games where sometimes we're going to get just field goals. We're not going to be able to get a touchdown every single drive. But see, the defense is putting the offense in the position where can we really sit here and run the ball all day? Because we can run the ball and take a long time and we score a touchdown. But as soon as y'all get on the field, it's one play touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah, and even like you said, making the point of field goals, you can't spend the whole time on the field, but then all to spend on that time and only score 3 points. You got to be able to put those points, especially like you said, if the defense is allowing the team to come out and score, score 7 automatically just like that.
Exactly, and we were getting them into fourth downs, and they were still scoring touchdowns. Like Ben Johnson is just completely disrespectful. But hey.
I was gonna say, you saw the trick plays even still to this day. You still running those trick plays.
They're running trick plays, and they were
up. In the first quarter,
flea flicker the first quarter, in the first quarter, second drive, first play, flea flicker. Like fuck you, Ben Johnson. That shit just really pisses me off. It's like this nigga's a pussy. Now, I hate to say all these crazy words, but that's exactly how I feel. Like you're a little bitch. And you
trying to make us an example,
right? Exactly. Like he's such a bitch, but that's okay.
Right,
that's all right.
And we asked that question
anyway. And we not gonna
who's more desperate? Who's gonna show more disparity?
He showed pure desperation. And Flus, this is what I'm saying. Flus, and shout out to my guy Cowboy Joe, because he was on Flus' head. He was like, "Is he the right hire? Should we have hired him?" And I was like, "Chill. He's had top defenses, blah blah blah." But Flus, you have no idea what to do with this defense. What the fuck were you working on all training camp? Your defense has no idea how to play zone coverage. No idea. And it's been exposed. And you continue to have them in this zone coverage knowing they can't do it. But I understand Flus on the other hand, because your safeties cannot cover in man.
Yeah, they got right when they got blown. It's like it switched right back to
zone. Your linebackers cannot cover in man. So it sounds to fucking me that we have a huge personnel problem. I said it last week, and everybody said, "Oh, shut up! It's only week 2." Sam Williams, Dante Fowler, they are giving you nothing. Yeah. Easy gave you more today.
Yeah. No, and Williams is giving us penalties still. He's giving hands to the face. He's still making crazy. It's just like, come on.
And I know Sam Williams, he did get his hand up on that one pass. I know he got his hand up. People gonna say, he got his hand up. He stopped the pass. I'm like, that's not good enough. We were counting on him and Fowler to be able to at least get us 5 to 6 sacks each at least.
Yeah.
Fowler looks totally lost out there. He doesn't have a fucking clue what he's doing. Sam Williams don't have a fucking clue what he's doing. We're relying on our interior to get the pressure, and those are not pass rush specialists.
Yeah. And they're closing in more than our edges. I see Clark and Osa. Even Mozzie. I saw Mozzie in the pocket.
Clark,
Mozzie, we saw our DTs in the pocket today.
Are pushing the pocket. What the fuck else? The edges can't get there. Then we were Solomon too. Then we were blitzing, and we still couldn't get there.
It was terrible all the time in the world. Like we mentioned, the flea flicker, he wasn't even touched. He still had all day to throw the ball. Even when James Houston he couldn't get any pressure.
On that, we barely played James Houston, but on that flea flicker, I think that was a hole, because I was like, if you watch the play, I'm like, Mozzie burst into the backfield, and then all of a sudden it was like the players. I'm like
they just hit a wall,
right? Like what's going on?
Yeah, and Easy, like you mentioned earlier, the rook he stepped up. He was held a couple times too. I definitely saw the inside of his jersey being held by the right tackle.
Got held. They got held a couple of times. We can go back and watch it, because I'm like, bro, that's a hole. That's a hole, but they weren't calling it. But even so,
like you mentioned, Easy, he had on special teams. He almost blocked that punt. I like his strides today. Like you mentioned, his guy stepping up week to week.
He made some good strides today. You know what I'm saying? And I think he does lead the rookies in pressure. All the rookie edges. I think he does lead in pressure. So he's a young guy. We're not putting it. They should never be on him to do anything when we have. Supposed to have Sam Williams, supposed to have Dante Fowler ahead of him.
Yeah.
We added to Davion Clowney, but these guys, James Houston barely played. This is what I'm saying. This is Flus. You have your idea, your little scheme that you want to run is ass. You don't have the players to run it. But it's always also like, well, how can we even? We ran man, and then fucking Diggs is getting torched. That's why at this point, I want Diggs to be shut down. Yeah. He should not be out there. I want him to be. He's not a threat. No one sees him as a threat. No one cares that he is on the field. I'm sorry, guys. It just is what it is. We need to get him off the field. They're gonna have to make some trades. Like, we gotta make some serious trades, or this season is a wash. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because the defense. You don't have the pieces. You don't have to be. You thought you was way better than what you were. And if you think that Dak and this offense is going to be able to survive shootouts, you already saw it's not going to happen.
Right. Especially if you can't get the offense on the field. Right.
And then your number
one.
And
the offense is getting banged up. Turp taking hits. You know what I'm saying? We can't have this. Now, like you mentioned, all these TDs going down.
First,
he stood out, but he's taking those hits too at the same time.
He took a lot of catches. First took a lot of hits. Now, did he show up today? Yes, right. He had 13 or 14, 82 yards. But he took a lot of hits today. Pickens, I need you to just lock in, man. I need you to lock in. And shout out to Miss Jackie. I love
Miss Jackie.
Thank you so much.
And True Cowboy as well.
And True Cowboy, thank you so much for being in the chat with us.
Yeah. You were definitely all right. We definitely have a WTF.
Yeah. No pass rush, no secondary. She said we made Caleb look like, Pat Mahomes.
Yes.
We sure did.
Lee Harrison, what's up?
Eberflus made us look like 2020 before. Yeah, that's exactly what it looked like.
Jackie, don't hurt us like that.
But it's true. This is looking like Mike Nolan defense. Where
my pop said that. If I could bring my pops in here right now, he said the same thing. Like, it's looking just like when Nolan was here with McCarthy. It's like
that's what Andre
no changes, no adjustments.
There's no changes, no adjustments, and the players have no idea what you're calling. It's like the offense can literally just do whatever the hell they want. It works.
Right.
Like we're shit up a creek. What's up to you, Lee Harrison from Facebook? Glad to see you. He said he's out there in savior mode. Yep. I mean, today that's what I'm saying. You cannot, and we are trying to, if you look at the way we're doing our offense, guys, like, we're trying to get Dak out of that. I was so happy because if Javonte, now you made up for it because you ran like an animal. But that fumble,
you can't have that.
That fumble was critical, dog.
That was crazy.
Because imagine if we scored there, then we had momentum. That killed our momentum. We gave up a touchdown. Now we come back on the field and we're down. So that was
especially at that defensive drive. I think that may have been like the first 3 and out we've had all season. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the defense not really showing up games. The first initial drive of the game, and you're able to stop their offense down and deep in their territory and get them off the field.
We had the momentum.
And like you said, coming back and striking on that opportunity. That's what's about being.
You can't have that. You can't have that type of fumble because that type of shit crushes games.
Yes.
And that shit's then right after that, next drive, CeeDee gets hurt.
Right.
We had
trying to make up for something.
We had nothing on defense. We have nothing on defense, y'all. Our defense, it's bad.
It's liquid.
Bad. We have nothing. We have nobody on defense that anybody is scared of.
Right.
Name one person on the defense that people are fearful of.
Facts. Even talking about the middle section line, the linebackers, even Murray, they just. I just don't like how they're playing. Even when Maris got in there, I think he got burned on one play. I seen the guy go right by, and I'm
Maris did. It is because Maris was in that zone, and he probably should have dropped a little bit deeper. But that's the problem with zone. Like it's just not good. It's not looking good. Everybody looks like they are just a fish out of water.
Yeah, flat-footed. A lot of just stagnant, just out
They
there.
don't know
I just feel like
they don't know what's going on. They look totally
just lost, man. And it's sometimes it's hard to find. At least for me, I just speak for me. Sometimes in these games, I was trying to find some bright lights, some bright things in our defense that we could speak of. But the defensive line, we talk about our DTs.
This could be a bright spot because we did stop the run today.
True. Yes.
So that is good because Swift, he had 13 carries for 33 yards, 2.5 average. And I know that last drive they ran, but they were just getting like little yards, and then we would get them in the third and shorts, and then Caleb Williams would find somebody wide the fuck open. So at that point, like there's nothing you can do, but you really bottled up the run game. But now, look at this. Luther Burden hadn't done shit up until we saw him.
Right.
He had 3 targets for 3 receptions, 101 yards and a touchdown.
That's crazy.
Roma Dunze, 3 of 7. See, I told you, Caleb.
Yeah, because he wasn't catching a lot. Yeah, he was.
Roma Dunze was cooking us, but Caleb Williams just was missing throws. But he still had a touchdown. DJ Moore, Colston Loveland. Now he got hurt, but you see how he was the one that ran right by Maris in that zone.
Yeah.
But the thing is, in that zone, like the person on the roof, so that's the safety or the corner, you're supposed to be anticipating so that you can come down and hit. Maris is having to stay in front of and watch the flat. So it's like Maris could have dropped, if he saw it, he could have dropped back in that zone. That could have been a pick. I will give you that. But at the same time, somebody was supposed to be back there.
Okay.
He said, "What's up? I knew y'all wasn't gonna beat my Bears." Yeah. HW. It's our defense is cooked. I mean, what?
Yeah, man. Y'all definitely played. Yeah.
And y'all defense, I mean, y'all really wasn't stopping our offense. Y'all were doing bend don't break and then kind of squeezing us in the red zone. And then we lost CD. Once we lost CD, that just made it kind of easy for y'all. Because I mean, at that point, all you gotta do is stop Pickens. Y'all don't really care about Tolbert or Turpin, so
right, yeah, because Tolbert was catching his. He got his targets. Even Turpin had stretching the field a couple times. So
Tolbert, he went. He had 6 of 3.
Yeah, Turp.
Turp
had
3 of 2. Turp, he was coming up big in the clutch.
Yeah.
It's really unfortunate. But if we look at the team stats, another thing is like I gotta go back and look at the all 22 because I thought that we would have stretched the field more, but we were doing a lot of dink and dunk. We were doing.
I was surprised by that too. That's why I was so mad at the time check down.
I was like, why
we can take advantage of the corners being out?
I feel like
Kyler's out. Jalen Johnson is out. Why not go on the field?
We were not testing the corners, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if that's what's the game plan because they were like, listen, they're running because it could have been like, okay, listen, they're running too high on us, or they're running, quarters coverage. They were running any like 2 eye or quarters coverage or something like that on us, and it could have been that the game plan was just to continue to throw underneath. It's like don't even risk throwing it deep because interceptions, basically. Because I mean,
I hope it's not like the season a couple seasons ago where they said McCarthy kind of took back some of Dak's control of the offense because they were trying to limit his interceptions. But that just kind of, I don't see it limiting Dak because I just feel like he's in this groove right now. But I just don't want it to become a thing where Schottenheimer just starts to limit Dak, throwing down the field because you don't want to cause interceptions. Like I don't want it to hinder Dak or even the pass game as a whole. I just think just continue to let him have that freedom. Things are going to happen in the game.
Early, we were trying to get the deep ball, but they were covering it pretty well. So I don't know. I had to go back and look and see why, because it feels like we should be able to stretch it more. But Dak is kind of in the place where people put Mahomes, where teams don't want you to deep bomb them, so they just play shell coverage on you all day.
Yeah.
If you can beat shell coverage, but your guys got to beat it. You know what I'm saying? Like they've got to be able to beat shell coverage. if they can't beat it, you could throw it in there all day. But you throw it in there with multiple people in the zones, they don't catch that hoe, it's an interception and it could flip the game.
Yeah, because there were a lot of tip balls out there today that could have easily been picked.
Could have easily been picked. It could have easily been picked. So we just hit the situation where we've got to. She said had a bad game plan. I don't feel like it was a bad game plan. I feel like the defense. It was a bad game plan because your defense couldn't stop a nosebleed. You know.
Yeah.
Because of course your game plan can't be to run the ball if your defense can't get stops. Because if you're just running the ball at that point, you're just running the clock out on yourself.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I don't even like those numbers right there. Third down efficiency, 3 of 11, and we were talking about that Dak was just leading the league on third down.
Yeah, we was leading the league at third down last week. So it's like I had to look at the all 22 to see what was going on.
Yeah,
but it looked like
were we in a lot of second and down, second and long situations for us to not be able to? Yeah, I mean, like you said, we were. The game, but
yeah, I think we were in a lot of third and long situations because we only went 3 of 11. That's not good. 67 total plays, 396 yards, 10 total drives. Yeah, only 5.9 per average, 275. 34 of 45 attempts. Yeah, we were not passing.
No.
We were not stretching the field. That's why Jake Ferguson is your leading receiver with 82 yards because we were just checking it down all day. Rushing, that's why I said we killed it on our running game. We really
the running game.
Average 6.1 per rush, but
yeah.
You got
like you mentioned earlier, I'm still not crazy about Sanders. Even in the beginning of the game, they were trying to. I forget his name, but he was trying to. They were trying to say, Williams and Sanders have become a nice tandem, and I'm like no,
hell no.
Williams has been doing the brunt of this work, and
Williams,
Sanders had that one touchdown.
Great, but Sanders got to go. Like every time he got the ball, I'm like, why is he in?
And he's running into people. Sanders, he's running into the backs of our linemen. Like that's not finding the hole. I just
got 4 turnovers. I mean, you lost a turnover battle, big. We won a time of possession, but that's just because they had a lot of drives where it was just
5, 6, 7 plays and it's a touchdown.
Right, exactly, a touchdown straight to the house. So it was a
very frustrating,
a tough L.
Yeah,
but again,
like you mentioned earlier, so this could have been like the game last week. This could have been the Giants. We could have been feeling this way last week versus the Giants. Scoring that many yards against this defense, and just like I said, big play after big play after big play, and now giving it the most explosive in the league is just. It's really the story of our defense. And it's like
our defense has no idea. You guys hit that like button. Really appreciate everybody being in the chat. Hit the like button. Please like, share, subscribe. Please donate to our cash apps. Mine there on the screen, $StarGazer Sports. Mickey $MP Cox 90. Really appreciate y'all's support so much. But I mean, I feel like at this point, we really do got to go full in on fuck those picks.
Right.
Because you got to think of it, guys. Like, even if we're terrible this year, we're still going to probably win at least 7 games. Even if we're just horrible, we're going to squeeze out 7 games just because of the pure talent. What's up to my guy, Ken? How you doing?
Hey, Ken. Appreciate you.
So you're going to at least win 7 games. So your pick's not going to be that high. Then you have the Packers, which they did take an L today. They did take an L. But the Packers are literally in the playoffs every year. So you know their pick. I mean, unless something really bad happens, like they face a catastrophic injury, they're most likely going to be in the playoffs. So you're going to be picking bottom of the first. Your picks are going to be bottom of the first, basically almost second round picks. Fuck those picks.
Yeah.
You got to resign. Right. You got to be able to resign. Like, you don't know if you're going to have Pickens pass this year.
Right.
Trayvon Diggs is for sure gonna be gone after this year. You got Bland we can't. He can't stay healthy. I think Blanche's feet might be cooked. So it's at this point, the safeties like Donovan Wilson and Malik Hooker, this should be their. Y'all should have been done, got rid of their asses. But this is.
And then, but the thing is, like, if they decide to get rid of him at the end of this year, now you have to cover 2 positions as opposed to 1. Or, I mean, I know we have Wanye and Bell, but I mean, actually, we did just resign Bell.
They got to send somebody to the bench. They need to go after names that we need to go after. You need to go after Justin Simmons.
Yeah.
You got to send Wanye or Malik Hooker to the bench. One of them's got to go.
Yeah.
One of them's got to go. You need to get another corner in here. ASAP.
Safety.
That's Justin Simmons is the safety. You need to add another corner in here rather than be Gilly, or you need to make a trade. I don't know. I'm gonna look at these teams that looks like they could be possibly tanking, or these 0-3 teams.
Yeah,
you need to.
Yeah, I saw that show. It's like Sharpie, you, Henny, Boss. You know what I'm saying? Lou, everybody else on. Y'all was rocking yesterday morning, but I think I'm on my way to work.
Yeah, they was a little early as hell. I just popped in at the end, but.
Yeah,
we need a running back.
And you're still cooking too, sis. I mean, anytime you guys get there, you guys have really great ideas.
Yeah, I appreciate that, sis. But like, we need a running back. No, I feel like Candace Parker, how I'm hating. You can hate. You know what I'm saying? It's okay.
I'm right, y'all won.
You're a Bears fan. You won, so you earned your right to talk your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all played. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all played very well. I said, as long as y'all keep it. Other fans, we appreciate other fans of other teams being here. We say, as long as you just keep it respectful, and don't be spamming the chat with crazy shit. We are welcome to have fans of other teams in here, especially the teams that we just played. So no problem at all. But. She said, should Elam play over Wanye Thomas? Yes, sis. You see, Wanye's he's not a corner. You can't have Wanye out there on the boundary. He will get cooked. Yeah. Now, you might say Elam is no better, but, I mean, to me, Elam hasn't really been getting targeted like that. They've really been targeting Diggs. Right. Or if it seems like he's getting targeted in a zone type of coverage where it's like, you should have had safety help. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't put it all on Elam. But right now, I think these coaches kind of fucked up because y'all tried to do this compete every day type of BS. But really, y'all bubble wrapped and y'all picked y'all's team before letting it play out.
Yeah.
Y'all did not really give people a fair shot to win jobs. Y'all literally
pretty much handed out jobs to the guys who you knew was going to have the
right. Y'all handed out jobs, and it worked out for Javonte Williams, but that fucking defense is garbage. You handed out jobs to to Donovan Wilson. His job should have never been guaranteed based off what he did last year. Malik Hooker. Right. Malik Hooker has been pretty much an average safety for the past 3 to 4 years. You should have been looking to replace him.
Yeah. I even like how Wanya came in, made 2 immediate tackles, around the line of scrimmage to the running back. Immediate impact.
Then you never saw him again.
Since you can't call it, it's like you see something that works. And the Cowboys are like, all right, we fixed that. Okay, all right, go ahead back in.
It's because of these favorites. These coaches, we gonna have to do a DC universe because we gotta sound the alarm. These coaches, this is y'all bubble wrapped and y'all hand selected these people, and it's backfiring on you. Even if Jerry and Steven were like, "Oh no, we gotta play Malik Hooker, we gotta play Donovan Wilson." You should have been pushing against that and had your guy in the tuck so you can tell them he not it. But instead of doing that, you poured into that. Now this man who is a complete liability is a captain for your team. How can you be a captain and you're getting your ass kicked? How does that work? That doesn't work out.
and was being reaffirmed. I mean, I think Eberflus really reaffirmed it last week in his press
Right.
conference. Like, his guard's our captain.
He's our captain.
He's gonna step up.
We're not worried about him. We're not
Right.
worried about him. Like, this shit is crazy. And shout out to Rico. I got Rico in the chat. Really, really glad to see all you guys. Thank y'all so much for y'all's.
Thank you guys.
Thank y'all so much for y'all support. HW, you crazy. Stop trying to hit on me.
Yeah. Right. You talking football.
Yeah, we talking football. Chill out, bro. Like, you guys chill out.
Let me stop. Yeah, you gotta stop.
Yeah, let it out, bro. But anyway, I think we gotta sound the alarm. I think Eberflus Eberflus was not shoddy pick. I don't care what nobody said. That was not his pick. That was a Jones's pick.
Like familiarity, you feel like?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Because remember, they wanted. This is the same way as remember they picked Dan Quinn.
That is true, right?
And they tried to say it was Mike that picked him because coaches are supposed to pick their coordinators, but no, they picked Dan Quinn, and they picked Eberflus. And
they picked Zen too. I know he's only here for 1 year, but I mean, he had to do the organization.
They tried to act like it was Mike that picked him. No, the fuck it wasn't. It was y'all because the connection is to y'all, not them. Shotty doesn't have no connection to Flus. So you telling me out of all the fucking people that Shotty know how long he been in the league, he picked Eberflus? No, he didn't.
And the Eberflus and the Eberflus was able to bring his guys in from Chicago. His past linebacker coach.
A coach who got fired. Shotty is a young energy guy. He didn't want no old ass Eberflus.
Right.
Shotty probably really wanted somebody from the college world. Look at his
offensive line coach. Wide receiver coach, exactly. Man,
but with Flus,
that's a great point.
But with Flus, he wanted old school.
Right.
Flus, who just showed that he didn't have a fucking clue what he was doing over there in Chicago. You had people thinking Justin Fields was ass. Look at what he doing. You had people thinking Caleb Williams was ass. Look at what he's doing now. So it's like. HW, we did run the ball, bro. HW, did you watch the game?
Right.
Or what you might have
probably could have.
Were you drunk?
I mean, we probably could have turned up. We probably could have turned up. I mean, like the campaign, so trade for another running back. We probably could have turned up if we actually had a physical tandem. We had thunder and lightning. We probably could have ran it up.
We need a lightning, bro. We need a light. We gotta turn up. It's so many campaigns, but since I don't know.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
We gotta be fair though. We are 1-2. 1-2 is not the end of the world.
It is
not. It's not the end of the world.
We got 0-2. We got what? We expect to be. We actually expect the Chiefs to be 1-2 after this evening, right? You know what I'm saying? So 1-2 is not looking bad right now.
Right, 1-2 is not bad, and everybody knows it doesn't. It's not how you start; it's how you finish.
Exactly.
But we've seen teams start off, I'm 11-0, I'm 12-0, I'm this and
Talk about it. Talk about it.
And totally implode.
Yeah.
He said I was watching Phoenix. Oh, you talking about WNBA? HW. But anyway,
talking about.
So it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
I do want to say that. It's not the end of the world. We wanted to. Yes, we lost against the Bears. Yes, it's annoying, but you can turn it around. You also have to know we do have a new defense. It is going to take a while for it to gel. This is also Shotty's first year being a head coach. Rarely do head coaches start off blazing hot. First time head coaches start off blazing hot. It just doesn't happen. Look at somebody like Ben Johnson. Great phenomenon. Everybody wanted him. He just beat us, but we just was in a shootout with the Giants. So does that really mean something? You know what I'm saying? Like our defense is terrible. Our defense is terrible. Like, and that's clear now. Everybody knows it. And so teams are not even. They want to run the ball, but they're like, why would we run the ball when we could just bombs away on y'all all day long?
Right. They have a really legit number one, number two wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? Let them get tight end every night. Like we talked about last week, they got them tight ends. Like it's just like them moving the ball. It's like every team is be able to either come into our house or we go to play them, and they're able to move the ball with ease. You know, for the first drive out, the last
now
drive out.
We gotta play the Packers.
We're mad.
It can get dark. It can get dark fast, guys, but it's not the end of the world. But if this front office just think they're gonna continue to roll this team out week in and week out,
no,
it's a wrap.
You can look at the schedule and see that at least every team has some kind of weapon that can get down the field.
I'm gonna let y'all know. Do you think we need more from the tight ends? We're not even getting none of the tight ends involved other than Ferg.
Right.
And Ferg cannot break tackles no more. Like he cannot break tackles. So it's like we keep throwing it underneath.
And it's not
doing nothing.
It's really not. It's really not doing anything. Because we still end up, we were still 3rd and 11 on 3rd down, so it's really not doing anything.
I got to go watch the film because I need to know why were we not attacking those corners? And we were attacking them like short stuff that they could easily bite on. Like, why weren't we attacking them downfield? We should have been bombs away on their head. George Pickens, I don't think, got one single deep ball. How you got the best deep ball receiver in the league, and you're not throwing us a deep ball, like, and it's like, I don't know, man. We got to figure it out. We got to figure it out.
Even on the catch that he dropped, I think he had separation. So it's like we're able to get the ball out and down to them. It's just like either they're dropping the ball or, not giving enough effort. The hands aren't close enough to be able to get the hands on the ball. It's just like the receivers got to make the effort. They got to, it's a two-way street.
The receivers got to make the effort. I'm getting the ball out to you. There was times, I think there was one throw, Dak was cussing Ferg out because he's like, you wasn't even looking for the ball. He was like, look for the fucking ball. Like, you could have got a first down. So it's like, I think that's where Dak does his charging up on the actual field. He don't go to the sideline and charge people up. If he got something to say to you, he's just going to say it to you right there.
We saw him talking to the lineman from the Bears, like, hey, what you doing? You trying to go low when he went up when he had his legs? And I'm like, that's a dirty hit.
Exactly.
That was like, talking to the ref, like, bro, I know you seen that. He was talking to the dude himself. I'm like, yeah, talk to him, Dak, because like, come on now. I know you got past my lineman, but it don't mean you can just launch on me any kind,
No, you can't.
Was crazy.
That was crazy, but Tyler Booker, that was a highlight reel.
Yeah. All he saw was 5'2", and I'm like, ooh, dang, that was a welcome to the league type play. That was a welcome.
It was definitely a welcome to the league type of play.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Rico. 5 yards. I mean, at least
5 yards. The cloud does.
Tight end room.
We're not getting them involved. This is another game under Lipkin, not doing shit but blocking.
Special teams. Cause I didn't even see that much blocking from him. To be honest with you, I didn't see him on the offensive line. So he just doing special teams now. I'm getting so tired of it, especially like we saw with CeeDee in the backfield. I'm like, I tweeted, you got a whole Hunter Licky who you just paid. Who I want to do a compilation of how many times Shadi brought up Hunter Licky. Oh no, don't forget about Hunter. Oh yeah, Hunter. Yeah, we got a whole running back room, but yeah, Hunter. Yeah, he gonna do some different things out there for us. I
thought they were, because when the first play of the game, I saw Hunter lined up in the backfield. So I said, oh, I guess they about to switch it up. Girl, they just brought Javonte Williams in line and had Hunter blocking. You didn't see him the rest of the game.
I am dead. Oh, I'm weak over
so
this.
It's like,
I'm like, what is?
I feel like we haven't found our chemistry in the passing game, which sounds kind of crazy because I know what we did to Philly and then how we just lit up the Giants, but I feel like it's still like no consistent flow. I don't know. It's like it is, but it isn't. Yeah. I feel like we're still finding out in the run game. I feel like we know who we are in the run game.
Yeah,
we've got that figured out. I feel like we've got that shit figured out. But when it comes to the passing game, I'm not liking the inconsistency of it. And I feel like
some of the play action. even some of the play action is like Dak is either indecisive or like either the guys aren't getting open, or sometimes the guys are just right in his face, like he just can't get the ball out. It's just like a little bit, like you said, outside the run game, it just seemed like we're not sure what's our next, like what's the next thing we're going to hang our hat on. If we're not running the ball, who are we going to? Like, I mean, even with CeeDee going down, CeeDee is as we see, a huge part of the offense. So it's like if we're not going to CeeDee,
Ferg should not be the number one target if CeeDee goes down.
Yeah.
So it just feels like we gotta get some shit fixed, because you're trying to make Ferg this guy that he's not. I understand that we paid him, but he's not. And I feel like you can be more dynamic. And then with Turp, we didn't really get Turp involved in this game much, which was weird.
No. And he was getting the number. Like we just saw, sis. What was it? 2 for 64?
Right.
64 yards. And you don't go to
yards,
Turp.
and we weren't getting him involved.
The definition of stretching the field.
Tolbert, I just feel like it feels just kind of wonky, and these past couple weeks, it's been. We need to get out of the mindset of like CeeDee or bust. I feel like it's kind of been that a little bit over the past couple weeks. Well, not last week, because we did have Pickens. We went to him as like our closer, and that worked out great. I feel like CeeDee went down and kind of threw the game plan out of whack.
The game plan, yeah.
So maybe that's more fair now, instead of just saying like the whole passing game is out of whack. Because you can't say the passing game out of whack, because we moved down the field on Philly with ease. We moved down the field on the Giants with ease. And honestly, we wasn't really struggling that much with the Bears either. Until
it our own way.
Right. I feel like with the Bears game, like I feel like we allowed them to dictate what we were going to do, instead of just allowing our players to beat to beat the coverage. That's how I feel like we played today, because it was just too much. This game reminded me of the Dolphins game, not last year, but 2 years ago, where we're like, why are we not getting the ball downfield at all? You know what I'm saying? It just felt like a game where it's like, why are we not stretching the field? That's why I was like, I got to go back and look, because I'm like, if everything was really locked up, that's just not good, especially against this Bears defense. The Bears defense is not great. They're not good. So it's just like, we gotta see. I gotta look back at it.
I agree. They were both being dotted up by the Vikings, and we saw last week. I mean, the Lions just had
the Lions totally didn't handle it. They're not good. But But it's hard.
Kelvin Hicks watching from Twitter. Appreciate you.
Glad to see you, Kelvin. Is one of my day one followers and subscribers. Appreciate you being here with us. But yes, sis, I don't know, but I mean, we got a lot of things to figure it out. And Shotty, and your words are gonna start ringing hollow, buddy.
Yeah.
All this accountability and consistency and all this. You can keep saying all this shit every week, but we literally are looking at the defense be the total, all the starters that you like being a total opposite of what you're preaching. So what are you going to do about that? Are you going to do anything about that? Or are you just going to continue to let that side of the ball completely look like a junior varsity? They look like a junior varsity football team out here.
Right. Because if you look at even looking past the Packers, we have the Jets. If Fields coming back healthy, at that point, a quarterback can give us problems with his legs. It's just, if you look down the schedule, like there's at least
I feel like this shit
teams that give us problems.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem, and we have a hard schedule, and I feel like this shit is like this defense is just still suffering and mourning the loss of Mike, is what I feel like, because it's like, where's the fire? Where's the energy? There's just no fire. There's no energy. And the people that we believe are energy starters, like Maris, he's barely playing. And then you got Overshown, but he's still out. So our captains aren't doing shit. Like your best player, Diggs, he's looking bad. Like I really do feel like we need to shut Diggs down for like a month and a half.
Yeah, especially if you're already having big plays being made. Like just go ahead and let the young guys be out there getting the plays made. So they can learn that action. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna have young guys out there anyway, and like you said, if you want to make some moves, also you can bring in, you can call up Gilly. That won't, cost money. You have to trade anything. you could just pay him a contract. You know what I'm saying? Guys like him, guys who are out there waiting, Asante Samuel, or like you said, maybe even mention a trade. Look at some of these teams who maybe giving off players like you guys mentioned yesterday in your show about look at some of the fire sales like that. That's I mean I was looking at even last year playing the Saints, Alontae Taylor. I don't know how long his contract is, but I love how he played against us. I like his fireness. He reminds me of how we think about Childress, how he plays along the line of scrimmage, coming down, making sacks at the line. We can use some more pressure around the line, especially if we haven't seen a ton of corner blitzes from Eberflus, but which I don't know which has changed. But we saw some of that in the first game, but I would like to see some of that going forward.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I got distracted by Twitter.
Oh no, you're good.
What did you say? What did you say you want to go for?
Oh, just talk about Taylor. That we talk about looking at teams. The Saints. I know they lost.
Oh yeah, we gotta.
So, I was thinking about Taylor from last year. How we played him last year. Alontae Taylor. I think made some big plays against us, and also around the line of scrimmage.
That's a good name. I'm gonna add that to the list. That's a good name. We're trying to add names to the list of guys that we should try to go after. Yeah. And here go Jerry talk about we're still a playoff team. Okay, Jerry, let's see it. Because right now,
and I just get a next version really wildly listening to Jerry because it's like he always wants to talk this stuff right after a game when everyone's buzzing, everyone's on Twitter, what's being said, what's going on, and it's just like I don't know. Like that's the only time you have something to say something. It's the only time you got something to talk about. It's right after the game.
Right. This is the worst though that our defense has looked since 2020. I got to be honest. The defense looks terrible. Like when your defense can't stop nothing,
right?
It's like there's just nothing you can do. That is not good. And people are. It's not like it's just contested and they're making the catches. It's
exactly
people are wide open. Like there's no one there.
Like you can just eat. And they almost get our hopes up. At least for me, like you see a third and long because we were getting them in some third and long situations. Like you say, just find the guy. And just find the guy.
And it was literally so easy. Like we get them on third and longs, and what happened?
Yep.
Touchdown.
Yep. Conversion. Blowing it up. Over Malik Hooker's head. It's like, bruh. Kyrie even looking from side to side. Oh no, you good.
Give me a second. My computer is on its verge of dying. Hold on.
Okay. But no, yeah. This I need to get my final thoughts on the game. It's just like, just to see our team play like this, it's just a little disappointing, at least for me. But sometimes watching these guys get plays made on them, it's I don't know. It's not encouraging. Like we mentioned earlier, Eberflus, sometimes you should have to wait till the game. You should have to wait till halftime to make adjustments. To make time to make adjustments before the game, and then, going into a game next week like the Packers. They're coming off a loss, and they have a variety of playmakers. You just look at some of their pass catchers, and Romeo Dobbs, Wicks over there. I think Dontavian Wicks, I think is his name. They just got a couple guys in the draft. Matthew Golden is, they can just as very well have a field day, just like Chicago did, just like the Giants did, passing the ball up. And playing Jordan Love, he's going to do that. And it's just him having that many weapons out there. And then we're talking about the defense, the other side, not just Micah, but Gary. There's other guys on that line who's going to be looking to get after Dak. Like, it's just going to a game like this, I'm glad they're playing. Oh, it says CeeDee straight?
Yeah, the team doctor said that they think he'll be fine. He should be able to play. And God, that was a scary because he could have got his ankle snapped in half.
Didn't you see? Man, it don't remind me of the injury that Dak sustained a couple of years ago, or a few years ago. I think 2020 it was when he. That
video was disturbing. The clip was disturbing.
Yeah, because at first, before they showed that angle, I thought it was his arm because the way he was pulled down by his arm. I thought it was gonna be his shoulder again, the way he landed and the way he was on the ground. But when like you said, when they showed the clip of his ankle, I thought it was swollen at first when they showed him when he first took his cleat off.
It was very swollen, but I guess it's not like a fracture or anything. It's probably just like you tweaked it. So if he can do rehab all this week, he should be able to go. The only reason why he couldn't play because that shit was so swollen, you could tell like he couldn't play. And once he was like he couldn't play, he was like, "Bro, I'm out." He was like, "I can't do it," which is smart because you can end up hurting your.
You don't want to be precautious. Yeah,
exactly. Like you just got to take the L on this game and move forward. But
Man.
And HW, no, she's right. You talking about? I miss
Yeah,
AR5.
right over your shoulder. Yeah.
AR5 is right there. AR5,
For sure, though.
Paige Beckers, then
Rookie of the year. I saw that.
Dag,
That's nice.
CD, Micah, Zeke Elliott. I know I got to get a new stub because Micah's no longer on the team, but whatever.
Yeah, I still got him in the intro. Talk about camp footage. I'm like, I keep forgetting that Micah's still on the intro into the show.
Yeah, we got to get Micah out. Yeah, but y'all got to know nobody expected us to trade him right before the season. So I'll get to it when I get to it. I'm not worried too much about that. But anyway, since I feel like we can go, do you want to? We can offer and talk to if y'all want to drop. If there's anybody, you could drop the link and see if anybody come on. They want to talk to us just for like 10 minutes. But if not, if nobody joins in, we'll be going.
Yeah.
Asia. No, I mean I like Asia, but I would never have Asia on my wall over Asia. Shout out to Asia though, 4-time MVP. Shout out to her.
But yeah, I mean, since it's going to the next week, what's your thoughts? I mean, I feel like, I just feel like they have a lot of weapons over there with Green Bay. I mean, just the options that he has to go through.
What are my thoughts? We gonna get blown out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be we already saw what Jordan Love did to our defense with Micah, with D-Law, with Stephon Gilmore, with Bland.
Yeah.
And then Micah gonna be back here on some revenge tour bullshit.
Yeah. Their facilities look so much better than the best facilities I ever seen. I'm like, that's when I knew. I was like, both sides are taking it personal now. Micah took it to a personal level. Jerry took it to a personal level.
And it's like Micah gonna be back here. Micah gonna be back here on his bullshit. You have to completely alter the game plan. Like you really can't pass it. You're gonna have to run it. Yeah. But Green Bay can stop the run. And then you have Jordan Love, who he has all of these weapons at his disposal. They're fast as fuck. He ain't watch this. He ain't been able to get. He ain't been barely able to get Matthew Golden the ball. Watch Matthew Golden have 100 to 200 yards next week.
Look, just like Burden. You mentioned Burden hadn't done anything. He had a 100-yard game.
If we keep this same shit up, we keep rolling out this same defense and we don't make changes, we're fucked. We already know that. Like, Jerry, you made a gamble and you said, I'm going to trade a generational pass rusher. Okay, good for you. You traded a generational pass rusher. But now what the fuck are you going to do? Because you traded your generational pass rusher to a playoff team. So if you want Caleb Downs and all of these great top 5, top 10 prospects in the draft, you're not going to get them unless you trade the house to move all the way up in the draft. Fuck those picks. Go out and get proven players now. You don't have time to continue to waste.
Yeah.
Before that, people talking about Dak's age. I'm thinking about Dak's contract. He does not have to resign here.
Right. That's
you
true.
have nobody. These quarterbacks that have come out over the last 5 years are all fucking terrible. Even the number 1 picks, they're not good. And if they are good, they've got to grow into themselves. Point blank period. So anytime you start over at quarterback, it's going to take about 3 to 4 years. 3 to 4. Right. It takes about 5 to 6 years for they get in their prime, right? But 3 to 4 years for the game to even make sense to them out there.
Right. Look, even speaking of Jordan Love, he was able to take his time and kind of sit behind Rodgers. And I think we're in the fourth, fifth one.
And that's true, sis. But even Jordan Love, who is struggling, they just lost the game today because Jordan Love, his processing is still slow. And he got to sit behind Rodgers for 3 to 4 years, and his processing is still slow. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's going to take a lot for us. When you restart a quarterback, it's going to take you a few years before you're going to be true contenders.
Yeah.
Rookie quarterbacks don't win Super Bowls. I don't give a damn how good they are. They don't win Super Bowls
Yeah.
because they're rookies. You have to be able to, the quarterback position, you have to be able to understand the game. It's not about athleticism and, oh, he's got a huge arm. It's not about that. Because guarantee you, these defenses know how to stop that shit. They know how to confuse you. Just because our defense don't know how to confuse a damn person, don't mean the other defenses don't. Especially the best defenses that are going to be in the Super Bowl, be for real. So, CeeDee Lamb, he's getting older.
Right.
All of your young core are all getting fucking older as the years go by. Then the injuries start coming.
Yep. And the contracts are out by the same time. I mean, Tyler Smith.
All of the contracts are pretty much out by the same time. They'll have to be repaid. Like, our window is open, but it is closing.
Yeah.
If you don't put all your chips in now, and once we start over, everybody get rid of Dak. All right, let's get rid of him.
Right.
And y'all see what
gonna have.
And y'all talk about Arch Manning. You talk about the Arch Manning who cannot score points against college teams. The best college teams, he can't score points. Now, we want to talk about, he put up 3 touchdowns on Sam Houston. That's who y'all want. Tank for Arch. Just like y'all said, tank for Tua. Tank for Trevor. Tank for this person. Tank for Burrow. Burrow can't stay healthy to save his life.
Ooh. See, I was wondering if that was going to be conversation. Because we was going to talk about Dak not being healthy. This is, man, look. Burrow's wrist, his toe. These are, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, a 3 months for a toe? I didn't see that coming. So yeah, to miss a season, man. They talk about the defense being kind of bad over there, but I mean, how many years? So I think three times in a 5-year span that Burrow has missed time.
It's too much. It was such a Little Johnny, Jay Guzman, Willie T. Thank you guys for being in the chat with us.
Appreciate you.
So why did Dak come out of the game with almost 5 minutes left to play? Because
I think it was.
It's meaningless.
Yeah. I thought it would come out earlier than that, honestly.
Because the game was over. The game was over. It's like, do you want to?
Yeah, with that interception.
Because you can talk shit about Dak all you want. We already know Dak out. It's over.
Yeah.
If Dak out, then we really will be getting a top 5 pick. And the quarterbacks are coming out this year also ass. Arch is not coming out till 2027. And again, all the quarterbacks that continue to come out aren't good. They aren't good, and it's going to take them a while. Now, Jaden Daniels is good, but he hurt.
Exactly.
And he's also not looking great. I had CJ Stroud in my top 10. Now I'm like...
Yeah, first I thought it was the offensive line over there, but it's like...
The offensive line is terrible. The offensive line is terrible, but some of them throws, it's like, CJ, that's wide open.
Yeah, he missed Nico a lot. Well, not a lot, but on some passes, they were ahead of Nico a lot.
So it's like, guys, you hold on to your quarterback. There's a reason why people paid Tom Brady and his 40-year-old old motherfucking ass. It's a reason why the Bucks paid him big money. They didn't say, we'll just go out there and get Trevor Lawrence. We'll go out there and get Tua. Hell no. They said, bring me old man Brady, because for the quarterback, experience is what makes the difference.
Yeah, even Baker. I'm not saying Baker is Brady, but Baker was doing a little something for years.
Right. Teams rather go out and pay Baker Mayfield than go get Shadur. Right. Tank for Shadur. Like, I'm sick of this dumbass shit. Like, no one else is fucking doing that wants to win. You need a quarterback with experience. Yeah. There's a reason the Seahawks said they got Jalen Milroe. And guess who's playing? Sam Darnold. Experience is what pays the bills at quarterback. Not
the Browns went and got 2. Went and got 2 and then decided to start the veteran.
Exactly.
After all that.
Not athleticism, and he's fast, and he's got a big arm. Look at the Colts. They said Anthony Richardson, Daniel Jones. I'll take Daniel Jones.
Right.
And they're winning games. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Will y'all think? Can we all start thinking and put our thinking caps on? These quarterbacks are not good. They're just not. Trevor Lawrence, they loaded him up.
It's looking bad for him.
And he's
it's
still
looking
struggling
bad
over
for
there.
him.
His defense is good.
Yeah.
But Trevor Lawrence is not. He was the this is the perennial prospect. You cannot miss. He has won since he was in Little League. He has won at every level. He's 6'6". You could not miss for Trevor Lawrence. That's what they said. You cannot miss with him. And look. So just stop it. I'm done buying these quarterback QB hype. Oh, this rookie quarterback's gonna come in and save us. No, he's not. No, he's not. And so I'm trying to hold on to Dak as long as I fucking can. As long as I can.
Right.
I'm trying to hold on to him.
Even Minnesota's back. Like, hey, when you need a job, you feel me? Like, look, McCarthy,
right.
I'm sorry, but look,
y'all
we need somebody now.
Y'all want to crack on Wentz? They said, come on in, Wentz. Because JJ McCarthy got no idea what he's doing. And he sat out a year because y'all remember he got hurt last year. So he sat out a full year. So it's not just about, oh, he just needs to sit out. He just needs to learn. No. Look how long it's taken Herbert. He was also a can't miss prospect. Look how long it's taken Herbert to finally see him really do something. Yeah. Look how long. Herbert was drafted in 2020. Like, it takes a long time, guys, for it to come together for quarterbacks. So, no, I'm not throwing mine away. The best way is to keep him, to protect him, and actually build a formidable team. This defense sucks. Yeah. Next week, we're likely going to get blown out. I'm going to just be honest. Unless we able to actually run the ball, control. But we was able to run the ball today.
Yeah, and they were able to sustain it. And we just got to if we keep their offense off the field, if we keep our offense on the field, long, methodical drive, like you used to praise McCarthy for, that's what we need to see. Going the next week, we need to see the long, methodical drive.
Maybe that
the run game. Yeah, Shotty, keep up the run game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the bright spot we can look at, from these at least the last few,
That's our only hope. We're going to run it. We're going to have to try to run the ball. And maybe, since maybe we just, before we get off here, maybe we just answered our own question. Because I'm like, why was we dinking and dunking? Control time of possession.
Right.
We were trying to keep,
conversion.
We were trying to keep our defense off the field because we knew if our defense is on the field, they can't stop a fucking thing. So probably next week, we're probably going to see the same thing. Where we're going to run the ball, we're going to try to dink and dunk it so that we can control time of possession and keep our defense off the field. Because if we have our defense on the field,
it doesn't look good.
It's not going to be good, guys. I'm going to just let y'all know. This defense that we got, but even if we add somebody, it's going to take a couple weeks to get them playing. So I'm just like, the only hope that we got is
soup up the offense. Get another running back, and we can bring somebody in the next week, bring somebody in tomorrow, tonight, or call
we need
somebody.
A running back bad.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? How you doing over there, Martha? You know what I'm saying? Malik, look, and like I said last week, Malik Davis is not my savior, my answer, but we need some kind of lightning. We need some lightning to go along with thunder. If we're not gonna go outside, then you're eating dinner. If you're not gonna go outside, find something in the house. Malik Davis is in the house. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some thunder and lightning out there, and like you said, keep the offense on the field. Eat at that time of possession. Control the ball. You know what I'm saying? No turnovers. I mean, I haven't seen us getting turnovers, but we need to get turnovers on defense. But just keep the ball. Our offense right now is our strong point. Stretch the field as well. I mean, Turpin is getting open. Tolbert is making those, I'll say those clutch catches again where, he's open on those 3rd and 10s. He's converting those first downs for us. Keep doing that, fellas. But I want to see Turp some more stretching the field. I like what I'm seeing from him. I'm glad he was able to play to his display, especially coming off a week like he did last week. I'm glad he's able to get out there for us. But hopefully CeeDee can get healthy. Hopefully our offense can continue to be the anchor for our team. And, more from our tight end room, but I'm not really sure what we can ask from them from right now because I know, Jake Ferguson did go off today, but Span doesn't seem to get the opportunities. And I mean, Spoon, he gets maybe a catch a game, and it's just nothing that really sets me on fire. So it's just
We need a bolster. I'm
Yeah.
with you, sis. We got to
I'm
bolster
tired
the
of it.
offense.
Yes.
Look,
Yes.
look at this. This they said, and this is the last thing, and I'm gonna get off. But they said this was Caleb Williams' first game without a sack.
Remember how we always talk about Cowboys breaking records just for the wrong reason? I think let me see. I took there was a picture during the game I took that was like a career. Oh, the scoring drive coming out the half. 19 plays, 76 yards, 9 minutes, 54 seconds. Moore had a 4-yard touchdown, 4-yard touchdown catch, the longest touchdown drive in NFL this season. You know, Cowboys setting records. You know what I'm saying? But for the wrong reason. It's just
for the wrong reason. That's us. But let's get off of here and say, I mean, my final word on this is that we need help. And Cowboys fans, y'all gonna have to get angry because I'm listening to Jerry and he's talking about, oh, well, we couldn't use the pigs, but we gotta have the right opportunity and blah blah blah. He's not sounding aggressive and fucking all. So we're gonna have to turn up the heat. Or this is gonna be another lost season just like 2024.
Yeah.
True Cowboy, that's what it's gonna take. Mistake-free football. We're gonna have to control the clock, no turnovers at all. We can have no turnovers. We're gonna have to control time of possession. We're gonna have to run the ball.
Yeah.
On defense,
I really feel like
hope for the best on defense.
And what you just said with Jerry talking about we're still a playoff team and he has no urgency. I feel like he may, you know, it may be obvious, but like he's leading up to the coaching staff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm giving you guys this much room to do the things with these guys, and I don't know if he's gonna leave it to him to make magic with what he has. You know what I'm saying? Or if he's gonna make any moves. It's just like you said, you want to see urgency, but I mean, of course, it comes from the top down. But you can't expect
like
the guys
Jerry,
to make magic.
Fuck all that, Jerry. Fuck all that. Eberflus has shown he don't. This personnel you gave him, he can't do.
Right.
So what's next? Just continuing to allow him to fail and have us lose another season, another wasted season.
Especially when it's so early.
That's what I'm saying. Like you just not gonna do shit, Jerry. Like, come on, man. Talking about we gonna have reinforcements in the cornerback room. Who? Rebel that's never played an NFL snap. Thank you, HW. Appreciate you being here with us.
Appreciate you.
The Rebel, Butler, Josh Butler, who's been a career backup. Like, who is coming? Who's coming to help us? But anyway,
or the guys on practice squad, I guess. if our starters don't work out, we got the practice squad. That's what Jerry's saying.
I guess we could get Booth back. We go get Andrew Booth back. Like, this
girl, don't start.
I'm so over this shit.
Don't do that.
I'm over this shit before we even started, bro. Like,
yeah.
But whatever, man. But anyway.
Yes, appreciate you, sis. Appreciate everybody coming through. Thank y'all
so much in the chat. Appreciate y'all support. Please hit the like button. Please hit the share button. Please subscribe.
Yes.
Please, if you're watching this on the playback, please hit the comment below. We like to see y'all's comments. And y'all let us know, like, down in the comments, do y'all think it's time to hit the panic button? If so, who do we bring in? Put some names down. I want everybody. If you watch on the playback, if you're here on the live chat, please comment below this video. What are the names that you would bring in to help us? Because we need a lot of help. But anyway, thank y'all. Please donate as well to our Cash Apps. Really appreciate y'all.
Yeah, shout out to JVB boy for donating. Appreciate you.
JV, love you, man. Really appreciate you. Always donating to us and helping us. Really thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time, sis. Appreciate you. We'll see you guys next time.
See y'all.